Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indy Awards. And you know, with everybody freaking out that Tom Cruise made a brand new version of Top Gun, everybody failed to realize that he was also in Days of Thunder as well. I would love to see a sequel to that movie, you know, since sequels is the thing now. And yeah, a new race car movie would be pretty cool. And speaking of race cars, folks, I think it's time for us to go into the next award of the night, which is none other than the GTA Online Track of the Year 4.0. Now, people have been asking me for months on end, what does the 4.0 mean? That is the next evolution of tracks that these creators was able to make that take racing and track grudge settling to a whole nother level, if you know what I mean, folks out there. And with that Keegan-Michael Key quote out of the way for this opener for this award, Dan the Weatherman's do, if you will, along with the people at home, get ready to rev your engines and find out who are the nominees for this year's GTA Online Track of the Year 4.0. And here are your nominees for the GTA Online Track of the Year 4.0. Really wish you would come up with shorter titles. C20 Cambo 20 with his track C2005 Centrifugal Force. Zero G. And I got a feeling, Dan the Weatherman Stu, while racing through this track, you will feel zero G force while going through it. Or was it 5G? I keep forgetting what the max G force is, but during this track, I got a feeling you will too. Especially seeing the fact that you'll be spin more times than a top while going through tubes during this said track. Smoke Cannabis with his track SC Monster Saurus. That thing looks horrifying from a distance. Oh boy, does it ever. And the fact that you get past that part with the picture alone being terrifying and actually make your way on this track, which has more thrills, chills, and spills than your average roller coaster ride at Six Flags, yeah. That's the other half of the halfway home you gotta get past, and let me tell you, it's not an easy feat, but man, is it fun. Ka Wooter with his said track, Suicide Clouds Extreme. To the max with clouds. At least you added that last part, and yes, it's a track that is extreme, that involves clowns on a racetrack with a whole bunch of different corkscrew flips and tricks that you get a chance to pull off, proving that Bobo the Clown, or whatever famous clown you could possibly think of, is a little bit cooler thanks to this track. And yes, Maestro, even Pennywise, with how many spins and flips that you can do during this track. Aqua Folly 38 with their track, Six Camper in Folly. Like that one movie with Robin Williams. Yes, Dan the Weatherman Stu, that one movie with Robin Williams that did not involve him going up a high platform, flying all the way down a mountain, and the movie name was RV, by the way, Dan the Weatherman Stu. But yeah, same premise here, with the exception that if you fly too high in the air, there's a high possibility that your camper will turn into a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and start doing more hand-to-foot flips over in the air than you could possibly count. But still, a very fun race, and will have you at the edge of your seat while your family's in the back most likely playing games and saying, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" over and over again as you try to keep all four wheels on the ground. Petey Pan Mofo with his track, Fix the Creator. Was it named something else? I do not know. As a matter of fact, Dan the Weatherman Stu, I'm pretty sure this track was called Fork It Crossfire, but I could be wrong. And not to mention, a track that brings Hot Wheels to life in the most beautiful way known possible. And not to mention proves that if you make one false move just like you would in that Hot Wheels track, you could end up getting T-boned in mid-flight or blow up in mid-air, which will cost you during that race. Which, according to Dan the Weatherman Stu and the Maestro, I've been saying a lot during all of the GTA Online top 5 tracks of the week and for the month. Well, it's true. Let's see you try to win a race after you crash into the ground with a car upside down. I don't see that being possible. KR02 with his track Red Fever GT Race. It looks like a Twizzler. You know what, Dan the Weatherman Stu? It really does look like a Twizzler, but at the same time, if you race in this track, you'll think otherwise. And this is the ultimate case of balance when you race on this said crazy as all hell red track, because if you don't have balance, you'll lose this race. Not only that, but you'll most likely go spiraling down the earth like Halley's Comet, or any sort of meteorite or satellite dish that would crash down the earth once so often that you would see, but would probably burn up in the atmosphere. I don't know. Dan the Weatherman Stu, if you will, with that bad metaphor out of the way, could you please read the winner of this year's GTA Online Track of the Year 4.0? And you don't have to say the full title if you don't want to. Gee, complaining. And the winner of this year's Track of the Year 4.0 is, drum roll please, Smoke Cannabis with his track SC Monstersaurus. Haha, congratulations. Yes, SC Smoke Cannabis, whatever you go by nowadays, you have won this year's Track of the Year 4.0 before we switch on over to the next generations of tracks, and proves that even though at a distance with this giant oversized monstrous track filled with more tubes than your average Windows 95 screensaver, it can definitely win you an award. So once again, congratulations, and most likely in the future we will be playing this track once again for a live stream. Who knows? And with that said, folks, I think it's time for us to head back into the music once again. And when we return, we'll be back with the next award of the night, which is the GTA Online Deathmatch of the Year, right after a word from our sponsors. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.